Hey guys, what is up? We got some cool news. It's been out for quite a few days, and I'm just a little late to the party to talk about it, but it's something I did want to talk about, which is they have casted the parents for Kara Zor-El. And I like it. I like who they casted a lot. And so we are going to have a little bit of a discussion. But from Hollywood Reporter, the David Krumholtz and Emily Beecham are going to be the new parents for Supergirl. And it says, David Krumholtz, who was recently part of the all-star cast of Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, and British actress Emily Beecham have joined the space-faring cast of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which Greg Gillespie is directing for Warner Brothers Discovery Arms DC Studios. The feature, which began shooting this week in DC's UK production hub, Leavesden, is inspired by Tom King and Blitzky Evely's comic book miniseries and stars House of the Dragon's Millie Alcock playing Kara Zor-El, the cousin of Superman. It's unclear how faithful the script by Ana Aguirre is to the comic, which is skewed in traditional good versus bad tropes, and instead was a cosmic character piece spanning many worlds and alien creatures. The Eisner-nominated 2021 story was told from the perspective of a young alien girl named Ruthie, who enlists the aid of Supergirl in a quest of revenge against Krim of the Yellow Hills, the man who killed her father. Eve Redley is on call sheet as Ruthie, while Matthias Schusnartz is Krim. Jason Momoa is due to cameo as the alien bounty hunter Lobo. Krumholtz and Beecham will play Supergirl's parents. The project was one of the first features developed by DC Studios, headed by James Gunn and Peter Safran. The duo unveiled as part of the initial slate. Alcock was picked as Supergirl almost a year ago, and will first appear in Gunn's Superman movie, which, spoiler alert, Supergirl's definitely going to be in that movie. Supergirl gets underway this winter and will shoot in the UK. Krumholtz has been acting since his teenage years, notably appearing in Santa Claus the Movies, OG, and later starring for 6 seasons in CBS crime drama Numbers in the late aughts. He played Nobel Prize winner Isidore Rabi in Nolan's Oppenheimer. Beecham may be best known for starring in Netflix's mind-bending series 1899 and appeared in Guy Ritchie thriller The Covenant with Jake Gyllenhaal. This month she co-stars in historical epic William Tell. Krumholtz is repped by Paradigm and Brookside Management, while Beecham is repped by CAA and Entertainment 360. Now, this is the thing, though, that I'm wishing it said, because I thought there was a very nice message that Krumholtz had wrote, and maybe we'll have to look for it later. Krumholtz, yeah, it's not going to have it. But Krumholtz had sent a very nice message out about how excited he was to play Supergirl. And I think, to be honest, just to get into my reactions of what I think of the cast, I think they're going to be really good. Not only do I think they're really going to be really good, I'm liking the approach they're doing. Now, Don't mistake. The woman who's playing the mother is a very beautiful woman. Okay? She's playing a very beautiful woman. Or she is a very beautiful woman. She's not playing. She gets to be a very beautiful woman. She's very pretty. But Krumholtz is basically just that normal Joe guy. And I saw a question asking, are they going to be the Danvers, or are they going to be the, Zor-Els? I don't think we're going to see the Danvers in this movie. I don't even know if the Danvers will be a thing in the DCU, to be honest with you. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I know for sure in my heart of hearts that we are looking at, let me share again, we are looking at our Zarels. And just Krumholtz alone, I think it's perfect. Not only do I think it's perfect casting, I like the idea. And this is going to be a weird thought, but let me just explain something real quick. You know, you have your CW shows and everything where everybody's super attractive, okay? And you definitely want your leads to be these very attractive, beautiful people. And I'm not calling Krumholtz ugly by any standard, okay? But I think it's also fair to say that he's not like Brad Pitt or nothing, okay? And he's not like one of those actors you would hire on CW who just like Jensen Ackles or someone who just looks just beautiful all the time. You know, they got their career not because necessarily just because they're acting. They got their career because they were also like a model back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, Krumholtz is the very definition of an actor's actor. He is an actor. And he looks like a lot of people, at this point in his life, he looks like a lot of people's dads. He looks like a dad. He looks like he could be your dad. Not my dad, because he's like close to my age, but he looks like he could be a father. And I think there's going to be a sense of realism when, you know, not to spoil too much, but let's just say Supergirl's side of Kryptonians, you know, maybe they lived a little bit longer than Clark's side of the Kryptonians, but, you know, his parents, the House of El, like, maybe they lived a little bit longer, but in some ways they had a even worse death in some ways. And it's a big part of the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow story. And to see Millie Alcock's character go through those things with her parents and see them doing everything they can to survive and probably be going through flashbacks, seeing those moments happen, I think it's going to make me a teary-eyed mess. Because I do think there can be a difference. I think there can be a difference in seeing this supermodel man as Millie Alcock's father, as Kara's father, versus someone like Krumholtz. I think it plays a different... It feels, in my opinion, feels more real. Having just a normal guy who looks like me and you, just looks like a normal dude who loves his wife and loves his kid and does everything he can for them to survive. And then Emily Beecham, she looks motherly. She looks very motherly. And so I think that she's going to do great as well. And if they do the same scene, which I think they probably will, especially with the writer being, you know, a female writer that wrote the movie, I don't see how they take away from the scene in the comic. Getting into a little spoiler here if you've read the comic, and if not, I do encourage you to read this comic. I'm not a Tom King fan. I'm going to let that be known on this channel. Hopefully one day I can interview him and I'll have that awkward interaction when I reveal that to him. But I'm not necessarily a huge Tom King fan, but I am a fan of this story. I like this story a lot. There's some narration that gets a little too much. It's like a lot of words, you know, and it's this... When the story it's telling it, the story's showing you what's happening. But that said, it's still a really good story, and he does do a good job writing the story. And there's a scene, you know, with the mother and Kara that, you know, I think this actress is going to do a great job portraying if they do that scene. I don't see why they wouldn't do that scene. And you know, it would be such a great scene, you know, in a theater, you know, cinematically, it would just be beautiful and probably make everybody cry. So I hope they are the Zarels, and I think they're going to be. I'm excited about it. And yeah, I think it's perfect casting. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like maybe people wouldn't believe, is that really Millie Alcock's dad? But I can buy it. I can buy it, and I think they're gonna do an incredible job. So I'm really excited about it. What about you guys? Do you think this is good casting? Are you excited for Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow? I'm hearing that the script was amazing. I'm hearing that Anna Noguera, I believe is her name, Anna Noguera, I'm hearing that she did a fantastic job, and she just totally killed it to the point that now she's getting offered a lot of things at DC Studios to write and be a part of. So I think the future is bright for us. I'm pretty excited. But what about you guys? Think it's good casting? Do you think they should have casted more of a stud for, for Zor-El, for the Kara Zor-El's father? Do you think, are you happy, not happy with the one that's playing the mother? Like I said, let me know. But guys, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, I hope you're having a good one. Peace.